Cash flow statement. Simply put, a cash flow statement provides you with data about the company's cash inflow and cash outflow. Naturally, there must be some cash inflows and outflows of the company during its business operations and external investment sources. So, a cash flow statement simply accounts for all the cash inflows that a company receives from its operations and investments and all the cash outflows that a company pays to run their business activities, as well as for the investments during a given time period. Now, a cash flow statement is essential when you analyze the company's fundamentals because it shows you all the transactions which took place in the company, where each transaction contributes to the success of the business. A business makes cash in three ways: investments, operations, and financing. The sum of these three segments makes up what we call a net cash flow. The first segment of the cash flow statement is the cash flow generated from operations, which includes all the transactions that took place for the operation of the business activities. The second segment is the cash flow from investments, which includes all investment gains and investment losses. The third and the last segment is the cash flow from financing, which offers a real portrait of cash that is used by debt and equity. Now, with the help of these three segments, you can properly analyze a cash flow statement and determine the value of the company. All right, so let's call in Netflix again to understand this just a little bit further. Like we talked about, the cash flow statement is broken into three segments. Number one, cash flow from operating activities. $2.4 billion here. If it's positive, it's in an inflow. 2, cash flow from investing activities, $505 million. The brackets indicate that this is a negative number, which means an outflow. 3, cash flow from financing activities, $1.23 billion. No brackets and a positive figure, which means this is an inflow. When we add these three segments, we get our net cash inflow or outflow for the year, which is $3.19 billion, after which we add exchange rate adjustments, $36,000 here, and beginning cash and cash equivalent assets, $5.04 billion. That all gets added to our net cash flow position to arrive at the closing cash and cash equivalent assets, which is $8.23 billion. This is the entire synopsis of a cash flow statement needed by a beginner to understand the statement. News events and data releases. In this section, we'll discuss how news events and data releases affect the market. News events such as government policy changes, company reviews, litigations, and company releases such as result updates, dividends, mergers, and acquisitions can all lead to a rise or fall in the stock price. So let's start this section by discussing some of the major factors which can impact the market. A lot of factors are in motion, such as interest rates, unemployment rates, and other economic factors. Even if you use the technical analysis correctly, the future is uncertain, and we never know what event might take place which can affect the market. For example, no one saw COVID coming and how that would lead to a global pandemic, which led to a drastic fall on the stock market of the US, 25 to 35%, and for countries around the world. In case of an unpredictable event, even if you do the technical analysis, not everything is going to go according to your expectations because the stock market can be unpredictable sometimes. Even if you're investing or trading based on technical analysis, the fundamental analysis is more powerful because of events and decisions out of our hands. An unemployment rate report could have an impact on the stock market in the bullish or bearish momentum. An increase in the unemployment rate is a negative sign for the economy of the US. If more people are getting unemployed, then there's less disposable income to spend, which means less money to buy stuff. And if people aren't buying stuff, that means companies are going to do poorly. So the stock market gets hit indirectly. But As you would notice, it's a delayed hit and not immediate. Similarly, the stock market would do well if the unemployment rate decreases. If an interest rate is rising, well, both consumers and businesses will spend less money and avoid any expenses. And if the interest rate goes up, then companies have less money to borrow for their businesses. This will cause earnings to fall, and stock prices will start falling too. On the other hand, if interest rates fall, companies can borrow more money to grow their businesses. Both businesses and consumers will likely increase their spending, and the stock prices will go up. Now, good investment decisions always involve good information that is good, timely, and significant. News drives the stock market to some extent, and with the help of the internet, you can get all the corporate news and financial reports you want. You now have access to the news services in real time, and with the help of proper resources, you can determine when the news is going to impact the stock market. Stocks are priced according to economic information and company news. So whenever the news hits the market, the prices don't adjust instantaneously. This allows you to make any investment or trading decisions accordingly. Good fundamental analysis requires you to educate yourself about the economy and the financial aspect of the stock market and the company. The first thing you need to understand is the current condition and the market trend in the economy all the while, and how different industries will perform accordingly. You can also take the help of financial magazines, which filter out the news and only give you the important news and trends, so you don't have to overload yourself with unnecessary information as well. The next step is for you to understand how the industry news will affect the companies you're trading. And be it trading or investing, you should always be familiar with the factors and reports which can affect your trades. You need to be on top of daily news and monitor the prospects of the stocks that you're following. You have to filter the information that will help you make profitable decisions from all the unnecessary data that will have no effect on your trades. Now, different people perceive news in different ways. What might seem unnecessary to you at first, someone else might make some sense of and use it to make profits. So you need to be able to research the news properly and figure out if you can use that information for your trades. Along with company news, focus on financial news and annual reports as well when trading stocks. These are also news events, and you need to collect all the information you can from all sources, be it industry reports or articles. It all helps you trade with your chosen target. It's important to you. Even the earnings reports of companies which release every quarter can stir up some reactions in the market and influence the price of that company's stock. If a company has strong earnings, then the company's stock price generally moves up and vice versa. But you would often notice that a few companies that are not making that much profit still have their stock price rocket through the roof. This simply means that investors expect the company to be profitable in the future. Of course, though, the future is uncertain. So while the stock price may have skyrocketed for now, there's no guarantee that a company will become profitable in the future and fulfill the expectations of investors. Whatever the scenario may be, only take a decision when you think that the news will cause a significant change in price that you can catch on time. If you expect to make any trading profits from a news event, then you have to learn to act quickly. The first part of taking a decision based on a new event is a fast and accurate analysis of the content. The second part is correctly figuring out how that news event is going to affect the stock price. What you might think is bad news might produce an opposite result, leading the stock price to go up and vice versa. The second step is the hardest because the chances are you would have identified the news correctly that will move a stock price but then guessed the wrong direction. News events and data releases can be hard to quantify. There's so much going on inside a company or an industry. And at the end of the day, it all influences the sentiments of an investor, which further influences their trading or investment decisions. Take any event, be it a political situation, product breakthroughs, mergers and acquisitions, or some unforeseen event. Everything can impact the stock market. And since securities are traded all around the globe and the market and economics are interconnected, a news event that was released in one country can almost instantly affect the investors in another country. That's why it's so important that you stay informed with the news to win. Staying informed with the latest news might seem like a lot of work at first, but soon you'll realize that the thin line which separates good traders from bad ones are that good traders stay informed. In fact, you'll notice that the most successful traders are the ones who can analyze the new data before anyone else and then make an informed decision. They don't do anything differently that you can't do as well. With the right tools, data, and news events, which you can find easily on the internet, the chances of becoming a good and successful trader have never been greater.